So super late start today. I originally was gonna take a 0 at the campsite, but there was just so many bugs, like hundreds. And I just didn't want to deal with it all day. It's hot, I'm sweaty, so I would just attract them like crazy. So I hung out for a little bit, edited a video, walked up and down, trying to figure out what I'm doing. Now I'm back on trail, going back the way I came in last night. Just leaving things up to fate today, see where I lead. I met Moni and Jen. So you guys said you guys were gonna follow me. So you guys get a cool shout out. You guys were cool to talk to. I hope that water tastes good. Yeah, some locals, they were pretty nice. And I enjoyed chatting with them for a moment. Now I'm back on the road again. Insert that one song. And yeah, man, it's pretty out here even though it's a devastation. You know, it's got moments of beauty. And I think my philosophy is if you look for beauty, you'll find it anywhere. And so amongst these widowmakers, everything's beautiful out here. And actually, if you take a look, so out there is where we're headed. So that's the Mojave Desert, baby. It's scheduled to be like almost 100 degrees in the next couple weeks. So wish me freaking luck, dude. It's gonna be so hot, but fun, because we're at the end of this map. At the end of this map, baby. Less than 200 miles to Tehachapi. Woo! Let's do this thing. Met up with the crew again.
What was that?
Taking a video.
Oh.
So I got Peter and Ariane chilling with. They're fun. Had some pretty cool conversations. We're about to hit the mountain yellow-legged frog. I figured out what that acronym stands for. The Mylfs. You know me. I love Mylfs. Yeah. We're about 0.5-ish away from hitting the closure. Hit a blue blaze, go around it, and then get some water, and then we're gonna camp somewhere close by. Not too far from our campsite now. And then yeah, just cruising, bro. Cruising. Good shit. Can I tell you how I'm over the road walking? I appreciate what they're doing, trying to take care of these endangered animals, and also the fire, and avoiding that closure, but road walking is not it, man. Not it. Good Lord. I'm ready to be at camp. I'm pretty sure I said it, but I was gonna take a 0 today, but I didn't. And I just ended up going super late. It was like 12 when I got started, so. But I ran into the gang. They're at the campsite up here. And yeah, gonna get up here, cook dinner, probably go to bed early so that I could just get a good rise on the morning. My shin is starting to hurt a lot less. I've been taking care of it a little bit more. Rubbing out the muscles. It's swollen pretty good, but it doesn't hurt at all right now, which is nice. So I think I'm just working through it. But yeah, making my way downtown. Walking fast, faces past, and I'm home now. Good morning. We are on day 24. About 6 days until we hit a month being out here. You know, it's crazy. It doesn't feel like I've been out here for that long. Feels like I started like not that long ago. Of course, that would be unfeasible to make it this far unless you're an absolute superhero, which I've seen a few. I've seen a few people who are superheroes out here. Yeah, I mean, I'm working up to the mileage, right? So like there's been a few really, really solid days. And then yesterday I only did like 11 and a half miles. But that's because I got started at noon, so it's not too bad. I stopped at like 6 o'clock, so 11 and a half miles in about 7 hours. Not the best. I did take my time a little bit, but hey, it's a beautiful day today. It's overcast, so it's not going to be super hot, which is super awesome. There's water along the way, which is also awesome. The crew wants to stay about 20 miles from camp. I may or may not keep going. I don't know. I just feel like, aside from a couple people that I talk to, like, and I feel like enjoy my presence and feel like, I get along with really well. The rest of the crew, I'm not really getting along with too much. It feels like they all have their own like little cliques. It feels like high school a little bit. So I may or may not keep going. I was talking to Peter. He's one of the good guys that I just really like talking to, and Ariane, he's pretty cool too. I was talking to them yesterday and explaining why I do things on my own, and mainly the reason why I spend most of my time by myself is because I know for a fact, like, whether I hate me or not, I'm still stuck with me. So I kind of just have to get over it, right? But I grew up with severe undertones of like unwantedness. Like I've always felt that feeling of like being unwanted, or, every time I enter a room, I felt the need to like escape that room due to people's like lack of interest in me. And it's not that people need to be interested in me. It's just that they don't seem to really enjoy the fact that I'm there. And especially like as I've gotten older, it's kind of just been exacerbated, right? It could be my mental, but there have been several times where I've been correct, where it's like I leave the room and I could just feel the sense of like, thank God he's gone, And so in order to combat that feeling that I feel, I usually just end up being by myself, because I know at the end of the day, I'm not going to make myself feel that way. And so I just don't really want to feel that way. I always used to say, like, without me, it's just one less fork on the table. That's all it ever is. It's never like, a super impactful thing. And that's been the truth. That's been the case in most of my life. And so to have that experience kind of be compounded during a trip like this, right? Like, I enjoy being friendly with people. I'm friends with everybody. I've bounced around between groups and groups and groups. And every time I come around, everyone's like, "What's up, skunk? How's it going?" But does anybody really want to, like, be my best friend? No. Does anybody want to, like, specifically hike with me and hike my pace and do the things with me? No. I have to make the choice to do things with other people in order to maintain that solid friendship. Like, there's no one out here that I've experienced that, like, wants to be attached to my hip. And that's not necessarily, like, necessary to have, but there are other people out here who, like, specifically want to hike with these individual people, like, every single day, because they enjoy being around them. And most people just, like, let me do my thing. Maybe that's because, I just do my own thing and they're like, that's what he wants to do, blah, 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 whatever. But I'm not necessarily being forced to have those interactions with people, because no one else is, like, adamant, like, no, I'm gonna hike with you all day because I want to, you know? So I'm stuck doing most of this stuff by myself, which is fine. I kind of wanted to come out here and do things alone anyway, but it definitely goes to show that, like, you know, real world and hiking world are not too different, you know? And it's like, maybe it's just me, maybe it's my personality, maybe it's, you know, whatever. I don't really know exactly what it is. I'm sure it's all me and it's my fault, but then again, I mean, most people don't have to try hard to be themselves and get people to like them. Me, I feel like if I'm myself, most people don't like me. So I have to adapt myself in order to fit in with people. And I'm just getting to the point where I'm tired of that. And if you don't want to be around me because you don't like my personality, that's fine. That's totally fine. I'll stick on my own. I'll do my own thing. But it would be nice, I will say, to have someone who, like, was almost desperate to be my friend, you know, and be like fighting for our friendship, you know. I have a few friends back home who are like totally accepting and totally wanting to like hang out with me all the time. And I love that. That makes you feel good, right? When you have people who like genuinely care about your presence. But out here, it's just, man, like if I really paid attention to it, it would probably hurt a lot more. But out here, kind of just are too exhausted to care, to be honest. But yeah, sorry for the spiel and the rant and the crap. But yeah, I'm just hanging out here. I'm gonna drink some water, and then I'm gonna hit 400 miles in about 3 miles, which is pretty cool. And I woke up and I'm 170-ish miles away from Tehachapi. So that's the end of this map soon, which I'll hit that probably middle of next week, late next week, which is crazy. All right, love you. So, I don't know, every day that I try to tell myself I'm gonna push harder and go farther, my body tells me no in ways that I don't like. So, as I'm trying to deal with my left shin, my right shin is starting to hurt a little bit. And I'm not even going that hard. I went pretty slow today. I only did like 16 miles. It's a bummer. But anyway, I got water, and then I stumbled up the hill. Well, not stumbled. I walked up the hill and up to this like ridge area. And this is my view tonight. That's my tent. I'm set up, all that stuff. But this is actually really pretty. It's really cool. The sunset is really nice. The sunrise is gonna be cool. Standing in like this little rock patch, but I got a bush to hide me from people. If anybody comes around, like, they probably won't see me at all. I'm gonna just sit, eat dinner, listen to a few podcasts, and go to bed a little bit early tonight, just because I didn't really get a lot of sleep. I tried to go to bed early last night, but you know, that's the thing with camping with a lot of people, is they're just loud and they're careless. Yeah, I understand we all want to hang out and stuff, but if people are trying to sleep, at least have some semblance of like understanding, because I would at least be quiet. I'd be like, shh, you know, like, let's keep our voices down. They want to try to get some sleep. So, but that doesn't happen with me, so that's okay. So tonight I will eat good and then get a ton of sleep, and I'm gonna try hard to wake up early in the morning. So I'm gonna have everything set up so that I could just get up and go after I cook and make myself a nice little meal for breakfast. But yeah, that's where I'm going. That's the Mojave. That little valley right there is the Mojave. And I will be getting there in probably a week, maybe less than that. I'm gonna try really hard to heal my shins and just get super set up again, because I really want to be good, but my body is just having a hard time right now. It was super funny. I was reading, so I post blogs, you guys know that, but I was reading comments of a blog, and I had one sentence where I critiqued like California, and it was during the Mission Creek section, where I literally said, all I said was, I don't know what the deal with California is, but Mission Creek by far is my least favorite section. And some dude was like, I don't know, like, you seem to be doing pretty good in mileage, but if after your comment about California trail maintenance, I think it's best that you just stick to road walking or bike trails. Like, screw you, Doug. Like, I literally had one sentence, and you want to sit here like critique my ability to do this trail. Everybody that I've talked to, every single thru hiker that I've talked to has said the same thing. Mission Creek was ass, and they all hated it. But guess what? I made it through, didn't I? I hit 400 today. I'm sitting around 411 right now, I think. So, I mean, hey, I'm doing pretty good so far. I was able to manage through it, but am I not allowed to critique and complain for a moment when I literally walked like a mile an hour during a washed out section that kept presenting challenge after challenge after challenge? I mean, seriously, get a grip. I mean, I'd like to see you do it. Get off the couch when you're commenting on my stuff and do it yourself, and then come back to me and tell me how you really feel. Like, dead ass. But anyway, I'm gonna sit and eat food, raise up my legs, and try to reduce some pain in there, and then hit the hay. So, love ya.
Made my first ramen bomb, and it's bomb, and I understand the hype. I had the garlic Parmesan potatoes mixed with my beef ramen, and I put some extra Parmesan cheese because I'm trying to get rid of that wedge. I'm almost done with it, actually. Oh, it's so good. I'm going to sleep so good tonight because I'm going to be full as heck. And I have some snacks in here, too, that I might try to get some sweet on. And I'm going to drink my electrolytes and, yeah, man, just head to bed. Head to bed and get some good-ass sleep. That's the plan. That is the plan. So, anyway, I will see you in the morning.